Hey, Joanne, your favorite breath coach here. How the heck are you? Letting go. What the heck does that mean? Does it confuse the shit out of you? You wonder, like, what am I supposed to do with my memories? Am I supposed to just forget, like, everything? No, you know, because, your memories are part of you. Okay, so bear with me as I glance off to the side because I actually got this information this morning. It came in a flurry and I had to type it out really quick before I forgot because I didn't want to take the time to set up the computer and record this. So I'm going to read my notes because it was really neat when it came out. So you don't have to forget your memories. Let's start with that. Your memories are part of you, might make up you. But what it does mean is that you recognize that all the shit that's happened, you recognize there's not a damn thing you can do about it now because it's already over and done with, right? Okay. It also means that you recognize that you have no control over other people's actions, thoughts, or feelings. But you also recognize that you have the capability of accepting all of these events without reacting. What does reacting mean? It means you have the thought, you feel the emotion, you go through the same shit over and over and over again. What you need to do here is change the way you're feeling about that little event. Get it? Okay. Let me keep going. Is it easy? It can be. Depends on the event, depends how much you want to hang on to it, how you want to feel about it. It is really up to you. I know I've said this before and I don't want to make you feel bad about it, but a lot of this shit just comes down to you. And I told you that before in another video. There are some things I didn't want to face, but there it is. We all have things we don't want to face. You get through it. Okay, take a breath with me and let it go. Feel your shoulders drop. Breathe in and then let it go. Okay, I'm going to keep reading here. Now, the thing is, you don't have to necessarily forget or release the memories of that event. Your memories are part of you, and they are part of what makes you, you. So at this point in time, you're particularly okay, and you are you, and that is all that matters. Every event that you have been through has contributed in a big way or a small way into creating you in this now. Like the way you are right now, the way you see things, the way you interact with people, the way you do your job, the way you take care of your house, everything that you've been through up to this point is a factor in all those little things. So, in this world of self development and fixing, following what others have done doesn't always work, does it? Sometimes we lose ourselves trying to be those people because they seem to have it all together. Yes? Okay. And then we spiral, because I know I was there in an awkward direction and it's very uncomfortable. And it can be a little self depreciating, a little self deprecating. And here's the thing, and I've said this before, what works for Jack isn't going to work for Susan. What works for Susan isn't going to work for Tom. What works for Tom isn't going to work for Jack or Jake or, I know I said Jack twice, whatever, Harry. You get the point. You're you. You got to find what works for you. This is where I had the thing. I was trying to conform to all the other things that were going on around me and trying to follow the rules and the gurus and whatever because they seem to have all their shit together. And I just got more uncomfortable. So you are you, you are unique. Your experiences are your experiences. And the easiest thing for us to do is accept them for what they were, an experience, like kind of like watching a movie. Get it? So when you watch a movie, you don't attach to the movie. You get the movie, you feel the emotion, you let the emotion go. At the end of the day, you go, oh, hey, that was a pretty cool movie. Great. And this is what you have to do with that experience. Like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't particularly comfortable at the time, but it was an experience and I'm dealing with it, right? Okay. So you can be accepting of these events without beating yourself up and without beating yourself up about the actions that occurred at that time. You did the best you could with what you had available to you at that time. That's it. And yeah, it is that simple. Kitty, sit. Thank you. Your mind is full of other people's thoughts and opinions, and their minds are full of other people's thoughts and opinions. And those people's minds are full of other people's thoughts and opinions. You see where I'm going here? All right, cool. So this is why when you sit with your breath for just a few minutes a day, really, it just needs a few minutes. This will probably provide you with more clarity than years of therapy. And no, I'm not a therapist. I'm only telling you what's worked for me and how I've helped a few other people. Okay. So when you allow yourself those few minutes of reflection and acceptance, the releasing and the letting go becomes so much easier. Is it comfortable? Yes. No. Depends on the situation. But the bottom line is, at the end, you will feel better. And after a while, that joy that you're looking for will return easily. It's already there. It's about recognizing it. And seriously, isn't that what life is all about? It's just feeling better, feeling that joy, feeling that giggling, having fun when you want to have fun without worrying about all the itty bitty, teeny weeny little minor details and who's thinking about what and who's thinking about that. And are they staring at me because my hair is funny? Are they staring at me because I gained 10 pounds? Like, in the long run, seriously, that shit doesn't matter. How you feel here matters. When we let go of all that other crap and we find a different way of looking at these things, everything gets easier. Letting go can be as easy as you want it to be. It can also be as difficult as you allow it to be. So my challenge to you this week, I hope that makes sense, by the way. If it makes sense to you, if you need more clarification, drop a comment below, let me know. I think my email's in the description box too. You can always shoot me an email. Okay, I'll answer as quick as I can. My challenge to you this week is to find some little thing. I don't want you to start with some thing that happened when you were 15 years old or 5 years old or whatever, and try working on that, because when you start to work on that stuff on your own and you don't have another perspective, sometimes it just gets worse. Okay, so just pick something like you spilled a glass of water last week all over the table and you ruined paper. Okay, was it really as bad as all that? Was there any part of that that was salvageable? And oh, by the way, here's a thought. Were you the only person in the world that happened to spill water that day? Were you the only person in the world that has ever spilled water on a piece of paper? Yeah, it's that simple. Find a different way of looking at it. There's 1,000 things you can do. And there are things that have happened in my life that I look back at sometimes and I go, whoa, what the hell was I thinking? And then I go, wait, I didn't know any better then. I'm 100 years older now. I've been through 200 years worth of crap in the meantime. So I'm kind of okay with what happened because I did the best with what I had at that time. And this is what I would like for you to try. Pick that thing, whatever it is, and just work on one little thing right now. This 1 week. You don't have to do 20 things this week, just one thing, and see how you feel. See if you can shift your perspective on one thing. And if you have that thought that keeps popping up, maybe that's the thought you need to work on. And again, if you have trouble with it, drop a comment below or email me. I'll see if I can help you with that. We all have stuff that bug the crap out of us. We all do. Nobody's perfect. And even the ones that you think are spiritually enlightened, blah, 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 somebody somewhere has something stuck that they haven't quite figured out how to deal with. None of us are perfect. The only one that's perfect is the God in the universe. Call it what you will, source, all that is, Allah. I don't really care what your terminology is. That's the only thing that's perfect. And in my mind, God, universe, source looks at us as an all-forgiving grandfather, right? You know, that grandpa that you've had that never judged anything you did, your grandpa, your grandma, they never judged anything they did. They indulged you in every little thing that you wanted to do. Everything that you did was perfect. That is your God. I don't believe all those other stories. That's a whole nother discussion for another day. Take something small, play with it in your head, see if you can have it. Letting go, sorry, cat is just creating hair on my nose. Letting go means that you're not reacting to the event that happened how many years ago, yesterday, 2 weeks, don't care, right? Give it a shot. Let me know. This is like super important for your peace of mind, your peace of heart. And this little thing will open the door for you, and you're going to end up with so much more joy in your life. You wouldn't believe. I didn't believe it myself until I started playing around with it. Give yourself a little time. And again, don't forget to contact me. If you found any value in this video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, share with your friends. And above and beyond anything else, be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You are the best and the most important project you will ever have the privilege of working on. And you affect people with your smile, and you have no idea. Have a beautiful, magical day. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.